Hello, I'm Don Mitchell. Welcome back to Business Basics, the book that shows you how to accomplish at least 8,000 times more than you would normally do with a for profit business or a nonprofit organization. Today we'll be talking about an important lesson, a lesson that we see in number 9, which is to gain awareness. And as always, I'd like to begin by quoting from the Bible. In this case, the book of Acts, chapter 14, verses 5 through 7 in the New King James Version. And when a violent attempt was made by both the Gentiles and Jews, with their rulers, to abuse and stone them, they became aware of it, and fled to Lystra and Derbe, cities of Lycaonia, and to the very surrounding region. And they were preaching the gospel there. Unless you receive an offering as a gift and try it out, ignorance will keep you from using a superior choice. When such ignorance is widespread, the market will not develop to its full potential. Let's explore back surgery as an example. Only a few decades ago, patients who underwent back surgery were likely to be worse off after the surgery as they were to enjoy any improvement. Harmful outcomes included increased pain, reduced mobility, and serious infections. Then some outstanding surgeons specialized just in back surgery, and major improvements were made in diagnoses, operations, and care practices. But even today, if you ask the wrong person operating back, you can still find your condition made worse by surgery. Most people can find no reliable public records describing back surgery outcomes from a patient's perspective. If you think you need back surgery, it's all but impossible to identify the best surgeon to use. As a result, most patients visit a few surgeons and pick the one with the best personality who can operate sooner than any of the others. Why? Patients usually put off surgery for so long that their symptoms are highly aggravated, and they don't want to wait any longer to do something about their pain or disability. Is such a method an effective way to find a surgeon? No. Pleasing personalities and surgical skills have little correlation. A surgeon who is immediately available may also be one who is in less demand, perhaps because of poor outcomes or even inexperience. As a result, most difficult back surgeries are still performed by physicians who are far from being the best qualified for the task. The dampening effect on demand due to poor results is substantial in influencing people not to have elective surgeries done. Patients hear many people reporting that they didn't like the results, and such reports also discourage choosing back surgery from the most capable surgeons who might be able to actually help. Assuming that those with back problems could accurately determine which surgeons could probably eliminate or ameliorate their symptoms, such better informed patients would expand the demand for back surgeries until growth was eventually limited by the availability of capable surgeons. So what benefits come from adding awareness of superior offerings? First, your offerings will be noticed more often by potential customers. Second, if they need or want what you offer, they will consider your offerings. Third, if you fulfill your offer in an acceptable way, they'll probably keep buying as needed and tell others to work with you. And fourth, if demand is stimulated enough, you will also grow revenues faster than costs and assets, increasing your profits and cash flows as a percentage of revenues. Fifth, if you grasp a unique way of being remembered, such as with a brand name that sticks in the mind, you'll have reduced the number of effective competitors by keeping them from gaining awareness among most customers. As an example at this point, few people can name all of the many overnight delivery couriers in their country. Since most couriers lack broad awareness, they aren't even given consideration when a purchase is made. Six, your pricing power will increase because you face less competition in serving those customers who are most likely to remember your offerings. Seventh, the effectiveness of mass marketing methods will be improved. With enough of an awareness advantage, competitors' marketing will be remembered by most potential customers as actually having come from you. So, what's the strategic lesson of expanding your market by 20 times with added awareness? Fully develop the right kind of awareness in markets you can serve, or you'll be leaving the door wide open to entry by new competitors who can create awareness advantages over you. Acting on the strategic lesson often means that a multi-brand strategy will work best. Compete then with yourself rather than with competitors. Few people ever realize the value of this strategy and miss most of the potential growth and profits they could enjoy. Here's an example. If the Coca-Cola company had also developed Pepsi-Cola and Dr. Pepper, instead of competitor companies having done so, the Coca-Cola company would control over 90% of a much larger market. Profit would be substantially higher. Just imagine the cost, advantages, and efficiencies of driving all that increased volume through one bottler network. The following sections address questions you should consider to determine how to use more awareness to profitably expand your market. First, how can increasing awareness be valuable to customers? Here let's quote from the book of Job, chapter 28, verses 12 and 13. But where can wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding? Man does not know its value, nor is it found in the land of the living. In most instances, there is specific customer benefit gained from using a preferred product or service. Such a benefit may come in the form of better performing offering, faster delivery or service being received, or in less cost for customers. Company leaders may incorrectly assume that customers are as well informed about the industry and its offerings as are the executives. Because of such assumptions, marketing activities will often emphasize some misleading or obscure benefit, totally leaving out the primary reasons why most customers would select an offering. For instance, physicians who offer eye surgery to improve vision usually stress not needing to wear glasses anymore. But many people who have such surgery will still need to wear reading glasses after age 40. Someone who has to wear bifocals now, however, will be able to eliminate wearing bifocals, only need reading glasses. That's a big improvement and a large cost savings for many nearsighted people. Yet I've never seen or heard an advertisement that specifies getting rid of bifocals as a primary benefit. When I was considering such surgery, I used eye drops for glaucoma, a condition that causes excess eye pressure that, unless relieved, can eventually lead to blindness. The eye drops irritated and dried out my eyes, making it harder for me to wear my contact lenses. I needed to use reading glasses in addition to the contacts. The eye surgery ads also never addressed whether those with glaucoma would benefit from the surgery, which wasn't obvious because the eye shape changes daily due to fluctuations in internal pressure with glaucoma. If I had known that such surgery would have let me get rid of my contacts and need only reading glasses, I would have lined up for the first available time. I used to see my ophthalmologist every 4 months, yet for years I forgot to ask her about whether I was a prospect for such a vision-improving surgery. If benefit could have been available to me, I wasn't aware of it. After several years of occasionally wondering about the usefulness of such surgery for me, I finally remembered to ask my physician, and she referred me to a surgeon who specialized in such operations. He examined my eyes, tested me for cataracts, and pronounced me ready for cataract surgery, something no regular physician had ever mentioned to me. In the process, the surgeon commented that most nearsighted people, the reason I needed contacts, gain improved distance vision from having contacts removed, and I might not need any vision-improving eye surgery. Glaucoma didn't come up in the discussion. After the cataract surgery, I found that my vision stabilized at a pretty good level for distance. I only needed a little help from glasses or contacts to improve my vision for night driving. I bought a set of glasses for that purpose, and I still use reading glasses for some close work. But miracle of miracles, my glaucoma went away for 4 years. When I asked about that, my surgeon casually mentioned that cataract surgery usually eliminates glaucoma. As you can clearly see, which I didn't, awareness of potential eye surgery benefits is pretty limited among many prospective patients. I'm back using drops to control glaucoma, but I appreciate the holiday I enjoyed for those 4 years. Your assignments look for the most important new and existing benefits potential customers value, but which they don't realize that you can deliver. So second, we'll look at how far can you go in profitably expanding awareness. Here I want to quote from the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 9. What profit has the worker from that in which he labors? There are two aspects for answering this question. First, the amount of increased purchasing that occurs, and second, the amount of cost reductions for gaining more awareness. Most companies inexpensively enlist their customers to expand awareness. For instance, some cellular telephone plans have allowed unlimited free calling among family members. A family member who joins such a calling plan will soon make other family members aware of the benefit, and more cellular telephone use may follow. On the internet, marketers offer affiliate commissions to those who will help lead potential customers to their websites. This method of creating awareness is potentially so effective that seminar guru T. Harv Eker has found it to be profitably attractive to provide free 3-day seminars simply to attract customers who will become affiliates and then send their friends and relatives invitations to still other free seminars where some will decide to pay for receiving still other products and services. Your assignment is to take a small geographical area and see how much awareness you can create through a variety of means. As you do, measure to determine which methods create the most awareness at the least cost. Then experiment again. Emphasize what worked best in a different small geographical area. Continue to test and measure in this way. As soon as you find a combination of low-cost awareness-creating methods that work very effectively in more than one small geographical area, start expanding the most effective combination to the places you are well prepared to serve. So the third question I want you to consider is how can you make the most attractive potential customers aware first? Here I want to quote from 1 Samuel chapter 12, verse 21. And do not turn aside, for then you would go after empty things, which cannot profit or deliver, for they are nothing. The 2000% solution describes more fully how Grey Poupon mustard became fully known in the United States. However, let me share just part of the story in this lesson. Marketers at Hubeline found that those who tried this mustard almost always liked it better than their usual mustard. If the person who tried Grey Poupon was college educated and had an income over $30,000 a year, this was in the early 1970s, she or he would almost always think the product was well worth its premium price, and due to the preferred taste would greatly increase how much mustard he or she ate. Whenever such mustard customers became aware of the product's advantages, the profits gained from serving them were over 10 times greater than for serving an average mustard customer. So your assignment in this regard is to see what common characteristics your most profitable customers have now, and then direct your marketing towards making similar potential customers aware of your offering. Now I'd like to the fourth key question: how can you change your business model to permit faster awareness expansion? Here I'm going to quote from the book of Proverbs, chapter 24, verse 5. A wise man is strong. Yes, a man of knowledge increases strength. Grey Poupon's marketing staff determined that at the time, airline customers pretty well fit the high profit potential profile. The brand's business model was changed to start selling single portion mustard packages to airlines at cost in order to provide such potential customers with an opportunity to try their product and become aware of its advantages. As a result, Grey Poupon sales soared. So your assignment is to re-examine all parts of your business model to see how you could accelerate acquiring awareness among the most potentially profitable customers. Test your better ideas to see how they work before making any major commitments. And finally, how can you locate and attract undiscovered high potential customers? Here I want to quote from the book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 9. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be open to you. Offerings may provide benefits that have much broader appeal than marketers realize. Such untapped potential existed for Grey Poupon. As levels of education and income expanded during the 1970s in the United States, many people began to look for inexpensive lifestyle choices that made them feel as if they were living a cut above the rest. Drinking Starbucks coffee often delivers a similar type of satisfaction from consuming a small, affordable luxury. To help fulfill this increasing psychological desire, Grey Poupon ran advertisements showing people in limousines stopping one another to ask if the other limousine's passenger could spare some Grey Poupon. Soon it became trendy to put Grey Poupon bottles on fine restaurant tables and display the bottle at special occasions where guests serve themselves with condiments. Appealing to those who wanted to make this kind of personal statement further expanded the market for Grey Poupon mustard among high-profit customers, well past those who simply craved its spicy, wine-smooth flavor. And as your final assignment in this lesson, consider appealing benefits to emphasize they're different from what the bulk of high-profit customers respond to now. For example, Dell initially sold its computers to students and small businesses. The company realized that individuals at many large companies also wanted to buy the products. The busy IT departments of many companies wanted to standardize hardware, replacing parts, software, installation, and service. Dell pointed out to the IT departments that they could accomplish this standardization best by having Dell play that role for the company's entire set of personal computers. With the awareness of such advantages, purchasing a PC soared in large companies, vastly increasing market growth and Dell's overall market share. Dell was later able to use this foundation to gain a large chunk of such firms' server purchases as well. So I hope this lesson, as always, has been a great blessing to you. And I hope you'll be back soon, as I'll share with you more lessons from business basics so you can be 8,000 times more successful. In the meantime, may God bless you, your family, and all you do in the name of Jesus. Goodbye for now.